They told you God wanted 10% of your income. They passed baskets, built empires, and called it obedience. But the ancient teaching wasn't about money at all. It was never about funding temples. It was about activating the temple within you. The true tithe was always the 10% of the mind, the part you surrender when you enter stillness, silence, meditation, prayer, breath. The moment when the busy, chattering, survival-driven lower mind finally quiets, and you step into the higher consciousness you were created to access. Humans operate on a tiny fragment of their true capacity, about 10% awareness, trapped in noise, fear, ego, and distraction. But when you offer that 10% back to God, not as money, but as stillness, you unlock the remaining 90%, the higher mind, the divine intelligence, the Christ consciousness within. This was the real meaning of, "Be still and know that I am God." Be still was the tithe. Know God was the return. But the churches replaced inner awakening with outer obligation. They turned the spiritual tithe into a financial tax. They became the middlemen, inserting themselves between you and your own mind, between you and your awakening. When Jesus overturned the tables in the temple, he wasn't angry about money, he was angry about spiritual theft, spiritual gatekeeping, the selling of access to what was already yours. The tithe God asked for was simple. Quiet your mind so I can fill it. Surrender the small so I can give you the infinite. When you silence the 10%, you awaken the 100%. When the ego steps back, the soul steps forward. When the noise stops, the kingdom appears. Heaven wasn't somewhere you go. It has a frequency. You unlock when you give God the only thing he ever asked for. Your stillness, your attention, your consciousness. That is the real tithe. And it costs you nothing, except the illusion that kept you asleep.